Okay,
Yeah.
who did that then? Right, Mike's up. Studio is live. Good morning, Lagos. It's a feel good Friday here on your Love Music, Love Life station, Smooth 98.1. It's time for sports. Yes, sports here on the Locker Room 981 with Tega Supreme. Morning, Tega.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, that's good, good, good. How you feeling today, Lagos? If you're feeling good, say yeah, yeah.
I see you're so happy that it's Friday.
Honestly. All right, guys. So this is how you can get involved in the conversation this morning. Of course, the locker room is not complete without your engagement. So please send your message to WhatsApp on 0809 444 0981. On Twitter, it's at smooth981fm. Use the hashtag lockerroom981. On YouTube, we're streaming live. So please go onto YouTube, quick, smooth981fm Lagos. I'm Ayo Mairo Ese. Right, our first story here is in basketball. Team LeBron takes AD first overall. Giannis selects Joel Embiid at number 2. So Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. I will get this name one day.
You have murdered this guy's name.
Right. Well, he divvied up the remaining 22 All-Stars taking part in the next weekend's NBA All-Star game on he unlike last year when James and Antetokounmpo made a trade. This time around, both men said they were happy with their rosters and didn't bring up the idea of a swap.
Okay, so Antetokounmpo, say it after me.
Antetokounmpo. What's the difference? That's what I said.
You said a variation of something. but as it is right now, it is the biggest, let's say, the next big thing to the playoffs, especially because of the significance of the day. So in honor of the passing of Kobe and his daughter, the teams were divided into their for Gigi and Kobe. So LeBron is team Gigi, basically using that number 2, and then Giannis is team Kobe. So here's what it is. So usually they'll make a pick and then they'll say, perhaps I should get this guy or that guy. But this year they decided not to do it. According to Giannis, they are all great players anyway, so anyone will work for me. But what it was when Charles Barkley was picking his team, and Charles Barkley was like, no, don't take the dribbler. Don't take James Harden. And then he was like, yeah, I shouldn't take that guy. I want someone that'll pass the ball to me. That was shade. And I'm not sure James Harden is the kind of guy you want to shade, because you may be jesting about it, then you get on court and both of you just find out that you have beef from nowhere. It had a history from last season. And so it has, Giannis is the guy that can move on from stuff. But Harden is that kind of guy that just be keeping quiet and be holding it in. Then he'll get on court and you find out that one elbow went somewhere. So that was the fun part. But both teams, yes, he's right, are great. So February 24th, we can't wait to see who wins.
We cannot wait. So is this true or false? Ibrahim says the name that you're trying to teach me is like Adetokunbo. That's where it's coming from, actually.
His name is Antetokounmpo. That's what's on his passport. That's what is on his name. New people should stop doing this thing. So the guy was originally Nigerian.
It does sound like
so he was originally Nigerian. Yes.
How you was originally Nigerian? You're either originally Nigerian or
he was.
So he has already...
some things can change. So citizenship has changed for political reasons I cannot talk about.
What country?
Nigeria.
No, I mean,
he has moved to Greece.
Greece, yeah, that sounds like a Greek name.
Yes. Right. So please, people should stop pandering this Adetokunbo. We laugh about it. We are happy about it. Easy to play. But his real name is Antetokounmpo. That's what he's on his all his bills.
Antetokounmpo.
So don't go and call him Adetokunbo. He will laugh with you. But if the story gets serious, he will not take it funny.
He won't take it funny. Thank you very much for that one. All right, let's move on to the Tigers, who have beat Mozambique in opener. The Tigers boosted their chances of qualifying for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics women's basketball event by coming from a first quarter defeat to beat Mozambique 85-51 in their opening game at the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying game in Belgrade yesterday.
Okay. So what can I say? We sent out our women as usual, and they came back with a result.
Still women.
So this is the remember that time they said they've qualified for the qualifier of the Olympics.
Yeah.
This is the qualifier, the final qualifier for the Olympics.
Okay.
And they, to make our, as far as we're not hard enough, they drew us in the same group with Mozambique, Serbia, and USA. Yes, the USA. It's not the nicest place to be, but we'll try our best.
Yeah.
So the first game was Mozambique. We definitely did the business there. Apart from the first quarter that we had a slow start, from the second quarter to the end of the game, we completely blazed through, had fun like we always do, got the results as expected. But our next game is against Serbia. That is the if we win that game, we are definitely through to the qualifier. Otherwise, everything is now down to
so we need just one more game.
we need just one more game to guarantee that we have we've won 2 out of 3 games now. Yeah. To guarantee that we have a chance in it.
Yeah.
But that Serbia is not it's not an easy trip.
Tigress, you can do it.
That's what we say.
You can do it.
Because I'm not even hopeful for the US. But you know what? Shocking. Maybe it's the US. It's a lie. It can't be the US. I was trying to be hopeful, but I can't lie. So but Serbia, we will try.
We will try. All right. Let's keep our eyes on them. I'm really, really rooting for them, and I do hope they come back with some good results. Ibrahimovic his return adds spice to Milan derby. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's return to AC Milan will add spice to the city derby against Inter Milan on Sunday, with the Swede looking to swat Antonio Conte's side from keeping pace with Serie A leaders Juventus. The 38-year-old's return to Milan has proved a boost, with his side now 8th, 7 points adrift of the Champions League berth.
Yeah, what can I say? Another derby with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Good news for Milan if he's back, because in their game against was it Verona, they looked like they were missing him up front. The guy just came in January, but somehow he just looks like he's the boss in the place. He's the boss in the place. He's not. The thing with Zlatan is not, you don't see his talent first.
Yeah.
You see his attitude first. And so that's the thing. He has a presence, and it's not just the physical presence. He has the character to match that height and that body stature. So yes, big personality, larger than life personality. He shows up, somebody is in the room. And he had that when he came into Milan up front, not banging in a lot of goals, but just his presence up front makes defenders to think twice. Like, this is Zlatan, don't try him. And so it gives them a little bit of bite up front, a little bit of fear factor, and him coming back at a time that they're going to be playing that derby is the most amazing thing that can happen to TV rights, to the Italian Serie A, and most important to AC Milan. But the form of Inter Milan, I think, is just a bit too far apart from that of AC Milan, that it looks like the result will swing in Inter Milan's direction. Yes, I know they struggled to win 3 games before they won over this weekend, but they have such a prolific attack that it's more likely Inter Milan that will be scoring the goals. But it makes no mistake, it makes this interesting to have Zlatan and to have the new form of AC Milan just feature. But I think at the end of the day, Inter Milan will tip it. Again, Inter Milan has what they are fighting for.
Yeah.
They are fighting to win the Italian Serie A. AC Milan are fighting. Period.
I talk about fighting and winning. So we talk about the Italian Serie A. Now let's go to the Spanish La Liga and not Spanish La Liga, Copa del Rey. Some surprises there. I read this earlier on during the news, and I was looking forward to your analysis of it. So Barcelona, Madrid dumped out of Copa del Rey. Barcelona's hopes of reaching a 7th successive Copa del Rey final have ended at the quarterfinal stage, with defeat by Athletic Bilbao. The tight contest was decided in the 3rd minute of stoppage time when Spanish forward Inaki Williams headed past Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Now, there was another cup shock earlier when Real Madrid lost to Real Sociedad. The 2 surprise results come a day after second-tier side Mirandes defeated Villarreal 4-2. Granada, who overcame Valencia 2-1, make up the semi-final lineup. So in about 7 years, right? This has not happened.
Yes. So let me start from the day before, which is why the biggest shock for me was it was not a shock. The biggest disappointment for me was the Barcelona defense, and I will tell the disappointment, and I will start from the day before. So the day before, Mirandes go into this tournament after knocking out Sevilla. Don't forget, Mirandes go into this tournament, and they knock out Villarreal. So that's 2 scalps they've taken. A team you've not heard of before this Copa del Rey. Have you heard of Mirandes before?
No. I was like, this is a new name.
They are in the second tier. They are in the second tier of the Spanish football division. So, so that's why I didn't hear of them, because we mostly talk about the La Liga. Sorry, we generally always talk about the La Liga. So they defeated. So they've taken 2 scalps from the La Liga now, and then Valencia goes to play against Granada, and Valencia lose. If you're Real Madrid or Barcelona, you already know that these young guys are coming for you, because they know that they're not winning the La Liga. That's a marathon. So, and they have to keep winning consistently to win the La Liga, and they don't have the team, not the quality, not the number of players. So the cup competitions is all they have hopes for. So after the upset of the day before, you would think that teams would prepare that I don't want to be disgraced. Real Madrid playing at home. You have to understand, they were at some point, it was 3-0. Yes, 57 minutes, it was Real Sociedad 3, Real Madrid 0.
A whole Real Madrid.
Then it was Marcelo that they booed just the week before that got the first goal, and then the goal started pouring in. But it was 3-0. And 2 of the goals came back to back. They were wonderful goals by Isak. Trust me, Real Madrid, it didn't look good for Real Madrid. Then they scored their own goal. It looked like they were going to come back. For good measure, Isak provided another assist. It was 4-1. Yes. So the 2 goals that Real Madrid scored, you look at it and say it was a very tight one. No, the 2 goals Real Madrid scored came towards the end of the game, and a dollar short, a day too late, that kind of thing. It was for Sociedad. They look at it like the game is over, and then they conceded a goal from Nacho. But it was a horrible performance, and I don't know that Zinedine Zidane would have been happy, especially going into the weekend where they're going to continue the fight for Barcelona. Now, on to Barcelona. Their case is worse, because first of all, remember they have the drama off pitch with Eric Abidal coming to say that they didn't want to play for Valverde. Then Messi, captain, now came out and say, if you're saying players didn't want to play for Valverde, call names so that it's not all of us that they will catch thief. Literally. And then we hear that there was a fight between Messi and Ter Stegen on in training. Then some people said no, it was not a real fight. It was this. Apparently 2 people fought. So whether it is true that it is Messi and somebody else, we don't know. But what it is that 2 people fought. Then Jordi Alba now comes out and says Eric Abidal should know better. So you can already tell that there is going on in the locker rooms, in the boardrooms, there is already a fracture in that Barcelona club. Yes, they're really more than a club. And then that translated onto the pitch. They're not getting the results. I've said it for the past few weeks that Messi hasn't been in great form. So yes, he's been scoring a goal here or 2, but he's not been in good form. And he had a clear-cut chance in the 88th minute of the game yesterday to score 1 goal and put Barcelona ahead. And maybe if they scored that goal, it would have changed the whole look of it. Only for them to now concede in the 93rd minute.
Oh my days.
Again, I've complained about the way that with Saint-Étienne, they have possession, but they're not direct. But they had a few chances yesterday that they could have won the game from, and they didn't take advantage of them. So it was not just Messi. There was a Griezmann chance. There was a De Jong chance. There were chances, and they did not score. And then Sociedad,
Mirandes? Real Madrid?
No. Bilbao had a chance in the 93rd minute and then scored the goal. end of discussions for Barcelona. Then on Saturday, they still travel to go and play against Real Betis. Another banana skin for Barcelona. So it's not like the fixtures are getting any better, but somehow they're going to have to grind out that result. It's not a good place for Barcelona as it is right now. Some people are even saying that Messi may leave Barcelona and can join Cristiano Ronaldo in Juventus. I don't know how true that is. I very much,
I doubt
he looks more likely to go to Man City than Barcelona, than Juventus, if you ask me. But I don't think he will leave Barcelona.
All right, Lagos. Do you think Messi will leave Barcelona? Or do you think, nah, he won't? We'll find out even more as the days come or the days go by. But in a moment, will be time for us to banter better with Coca-Cola here in the Locker Room 981. All right.
So this time is flying.
Yeah, I don't know why. What happened? And we took all the stories.
Yeah. No. I saw 25 minutes.
Yes, I did.
I was like, so I have enough time.
I was even saying, how are we going to manage the time to make sure that it gets to 8:30? Because that was the last story. Before I meet us, I can't believe it.
Okay, so you see how it is. We're giving the information, but lights are out.
Yeah.
So you're not reporting.
Yeah. Of course, and it's interesting.
Nsebo. That's not of no consequence now.
You don't ready for banter? You don't ready for banter? Let me use the language of. Sorry? Oh, my laptop is dead.
What the technology?
Oh, okay. I'll have to explain. Is it close enough? Fanta by Coca-Cola. Microsoft Studio is live. Well, you heard this. This segment is brought to you by Coca-Cola and it's simply called Banter Better with Coca-Cola. It's still a part of the Locker Room here on Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. I'm Ayo Mairo Ese and with me is Tega Supreme. But in this segment, we banter. And we have some rules that govern this, next 15 minutes. One of which is that you please keep your comments clear of vulgar or insulting words. Please do not use any words that are discriminatory. Do not, so you can yap somebody, but let the yap be clean, if I can put it that way. And you must send your comments in with hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola for it to be read. Now, someone's asked OG from Sulere, thank you so much. Says, hope Valentine is fine. He is very fine, actually. He's off. He's away on leave today, so that's why he's not here today. But you hear his voice again on Monday. Now, Tega, the Tigress the Tigress have qualified already. Forget about guarantees. It's 3 from our group, and I don't see Mozambique beating any team or scoring more points because they have to first cancel out 34 points from us, and secondly, Serbia versus Nigeria will be slim and either way.
Right. It will not be slim, oh. don't ever. In fact, people take for granted these European teams. It's not
I think it's just the Nigerian spirit. You know how we say we are going to beat them. All right, let's go. So Jose Mourinho admits the best team lost. Speaking afterwards, Mourinho said the best team lost. The best team on the pitch lost. If you look at it in a pragmatic way, forgetting that they had their best players, they had a full team. They had one more day to rest. We're really in trouble.
Yes. Okay. So I would say this for him. He's doing my job. So he watched his game, he analyzed it, he marked his script, and he found his team wanting. I don't understand why he mentioned that they had the extra day to rest. I don't know why he's saying that. And these footballers know that they're going to play sometimes twice a week. So that doesn't become an excuse. Managing energy is part of the job. But on the second hand, yes, Tottenham did not play a good game. At the end of the day, what they did was they survived Southampton, but they did not play a good game. And in as much as Jose Mourinho is in this position where he has to get results, he also has to get his team to start playing a lot better. And it's not just about the game against Southampton. It's been games coming. He also has to he's had enough time to start getting them playing in a particular way that not maybe pleasing to the eye, but more organized, more structured, not looking like individuals like Lucas Moura have to come up with some exceptional performances and the rest are just rallying around him. So um, he's right. Southampton did not put the ball in the back of the net more times than Tottenham, but Tottenham did not play a good game, and that's what is going to come down to eventually. He may be getting the results as he needs to go, but there will be games that performance will be required to get those results. So good one for him. He was able to survive this, make it through to the next round. But over the rest of the season, when they are judging his performance as manager, it's not just the results alone that will count, and he will know it. He will know it himself, because what they're doing right now is they're getting the answers right, but the process is still questionable, and they need to start getting that process.
All right, they need to start getting that process. Let's see what Zizi Classic says on WhatsApp. Hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. I don't blame Barcelona's loss on coach Kike Sentiene at all. The gentleman was on his ranch looking after his cows when Barca went and hired him to come and manage goats. Hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. Oyewale from Ikoyi says, I know most things in world football are non-predictable, but Messi staying and dying in Barcelona is so predictable. The guy isn't leaving Barca. The board is only on borrowed time. Heads will roll, but he's staying put. Liverpool fans must savor dream season, says chairman. I keep telling everyone to really savor this. The record that we have kept so far, I don't think it's going to come along again so quickly. I tend to agree with him. When I told reporters we haven't accomplished anything yet, but at the same time, everybody, not just Liverpool fans, can appreciate the brand of football that's on display.
I say this, and when he says this, I also remember what athletes like Kobe and Novak Djokovic have said, that sometimes in trying to get the goal, you miss enjoying the moment.
Yes.
I remember when Djokovic was talking about how he wanted to win all the Masters, and he did not enjoy the journey. So when he eventually won all the Masters, he was just like, I've won all the Masters. But he couldn't remember a single moment. He was happy in the moment leading up to that.
Just focused.
Yeah, he was just focused on the goal. And sometimes that's what happens to you. And I like what the chairman is saying. It doesn't matter what history we make now. We are winning the league.
Yeah, of course.
So people should better enjoy the moment, because you've reached the end of the season and find out that the only moment you had to celebrate is just this trophy.
Lifting the trophy.
Yeah, you will not remember any happy moments in the journey. So right now, as it is, let's enjoy the journey, and that is important for players, for coach, for fans to do. You enjoy that journey. It takes off some pressure, it takes off some tension. You keep winning, you keep feeling good, you enjoy the moment. Otherwise, this kind of performance that they've had this season may not come again in the next 10 years. They should remember that they've not won in 30 years. So they know how long it can be to get back here. So just enjoy that moment, and you never know when next it will come around. I like what he's saying. I like the guy. The guy is enjoying his life.
But do you think that they're afraid of even enjoying the moment because they're also trying to push for not an unbeaten record? Do you think that because there's so much pressure?
We know that's why you have to enjoy the moment. We know that the pressures will come. If you don't enjoy the moment, you don't release the tension. What have you gained? You just be looking at the trophy, emptiness in you. You have to look. The people that have complained about this not enjoying the moment until they achieve the goal. When they achieved the goal, it was nothing to them.
It wasn't as sweet.
So it wasn't as meaningful to them. So enjoy the moment. They have won the league. 22 points, nobody.
Hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. Hashtag locker room 91. Hashtag enjoy the moment.
Yeah, spiritually, physically, mathematically, nobody's catching up with them. It's done.
All right, so Man City star Sterling is said to miss West Ham clash. Sterling limped off during Sunday's defeat at Tottenham, and the club have confirmed the injury will sideline the England international this week. Raheem Sterling will miss our game against West Ham this weekend after scans, he said.
Yes, as if Pep Guardiola's problem is not enough. He's had the worst season of his life, and it's not just down to injuries. That's not it. But he'd rather not have the injuries, because what it is he's looking for goals, he's looking for results, and he'd like to have every single piece of the puzzle available to him. Raheem Sterling picking up that injury against Tottenham doesn't make his job any better or doesn't put him in a fantastic place. Prime Sterling also has been struggling with his form, with getting goals and all. So that also adds to it. But I think against West Ham, again, it's tricky because you see this Manchester City side, I think they lost to Sheffield, they lost to Wolves. So they lost to teams that you were not suspecting that they will lose to. West Ham can come and become another, giant killer. So I wanted to say, but West Ham is not the kind of game that you worry too much about. And I remember the form that Manchester City is in. You can't be saying those kind of things. I think ultimately, if this should be a game that they can do without Sterling. But because of the way they've been playing this season, everything is a worry.
Everything is a worry. All right, so Dara from Wagada says hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. Dear EPL relegation scrappers, you all must rain on Liverpool's parade. They cannot and must not beat our 49 unbeaten record. I summon all the forces, terrestrial and no, it's not me that read that one. And for Mourinho, just like Wenger, he's finished. I'm happy he'll destroy Spurs with his ineptitude. Now clubbing Spurs Sterling's form. Oh, and then Prince from Ajawa Estate says hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. People just respect Liverpool from now on. All hail Liverpool.
Yes.
And then Real Femi says, I would love to banter, but I'm a Chelsea fan. Hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. All right, we have some more stories here to take us through. Final one here, that Premier League clubs to extend bans for fan abuse.
Yes.
The statement added says, following recent events, the 20 clubs committed to introducing a league-wide ban for anyone banned by their club for discriminatory, abusive, or violent acts. The unacceptable conduct towards players, fans, club employees, or referees will not be tolerated by the Premier League or its clubs.
I like the way they are making all these statements. When it's time to come and ban, they'll ban for two. They'll ban you for 2 hours. Anyways, and this comes on the back of the ban for the fan that chanted, so that had some racist chants against Tammy Abraham.
Oh, good.
And so they're now saying from now on we're going to extend it. Don't just think you're going to get a slap on the wrist. We'll ban you across all the Premier League. For me, I like the statement. I want to see some action because they say things like we're going to be so severe with punishment against racism and this and that, and then you hear the ban that they give them or the punishment that they give them. You're like, okay, I can pay out this money from the back of my pocket. Like I don't need to even think about it. So they've said it. I want to see further action. You can't ban someone for 4 games for racism. You have to ban him, give him community service. There has to be, there has to be more. There has to be more, and that's what we want to see from now on. So they've made a statement. Let's see if they'll carry out what they said.
All right, fantastic. We have from this one is from, we don't have a name. Cruz. Yeah, hi Cruz. Real Madrid and Barcelona have left me wondering if they're just tired of winning trophies. Hence the performance this season. Enjoy the moment. I'm sure you people are not referring to those of us using Utrecht.
Oh,
hashtag banter better. He actually went there. Thank you so much, Cruz. Are you? You're a sports. You're a fitness.
I don't like the way you're saying these things.
Okay. All right. Now, Randolph, I have to read this one out because I'm holding you to it. Randolph, hashtag banter better at Coca-Cola. Come, Serbia is not a joke. If the Tigress wins, I will buy you pizza. I am collecting.
Free pizza.
I am collecting.
Okay,
And then
it's not free.
Sheyi says hashtag banter better with Coca-Cola. This is Sheyi Ayo. I love to banter, but I'm Chelsea fan. I be so Tega, instead of banter now, the Fanta to drink or bang bang.
No, we're not gonna.
No, drink some Coke.
Better. Have some Coke.
Have some Coke and calm down. All right, Lagos, that's all we can take this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. Thanks for keeping it clean. Thank you for keeping it smooth and fresh. And thank you, Tega, for always keeping it 100 with your sports analysis. You can find Tega at Tega Supreme on Twitter and find out the work she's doing with ladies in sports at LIS International. Something is coming up for International Women's Day on the 8th of March from LIS International. Make sure you're following them and you keep up to date with all the activities they get up to. Well, what we are going to get up to here for Lagos Talks 91 is a feel good Friday.
Ooh.
Something happened in Plateau, or something is happening in Plateau State today. There's a national holiday that has been proclaimed, and it's for forgiveness and reconciliation. What do you think about that? Should we make this a nationwide national holiday? Or if you could choose a national holiday that we should definitely have, what would be your choice and why? Lagos Talks 91, 9 o'clock. Make sure you stay tuned here on Smooth 98.1. Thank you so much.
Wait.
Thank you so much.
National holiday
Yes,
for